Hello, my dear friends. Spiritual Scientist Kumar here to discuss on the topics of science of procrastination and how to overcome it. Actually, our most engaged viewers, some of the most engaged viewers requested me to take up this topics. So I thought why I should not take up these topics. So just we will understand the science of procrastination with its solution also, because science of procrastination may be different for the different person, because personal behaviors are different for every individuals. So most of the most common points we will cover here. Say, so we will take the most common, because in our life it comes reason for the procrastination. So first point I will take up, because don't try to be a perfectionist, because if you are try to become a perfectionist, most of the time your goes there, and so that time you can divert to other jobs also. So because I have seen a perfectionist person always remains unhappy. So because avoid, don't try to be a perfectionist, because most of your time is wasted there at the suffering of your other jobs. So this is my request, to be, because you try to avoid to be a perfectionist. Second common points, with my own experience also realized, some people have the fear of failures, but they don't know it is a false fear or genuine fear, right? So for this type of procrastination reason, we should introspect, whether it is the really false fear or genuine fear. So because introspection is the best tools to bridge our professional and personal background. So we should introspect. If it is false fear, go ahead with your assignment, with your job. But if it is genuine fear, yes, you have to work on it so that you can prepare well. Because fear is necessary, okay, but to some extent for the real fear, not the false fear. So we should go ahead with the false fear, and real fear, genuine fear, we have to get prepared. Second point, we will see other main points of procrastination is the your what is the goal, or because the wrong field of interest area. Because if you have selected a wrong field of interest area, because you are not loving your job, so that makes room for your procrastination. So you will not take interest. If you are loving your job, then you will not postpone the job. Actually, you will prepone the job. So it means you are not loving to your job. You have sticked with the non-interest of your field. So you should select your field of interest area, your competency, where you can contribute more. Otherwise, in long term, it will be very hazardous for your career. So avoid that field where you are not loving your job. So we have discussed so far 3 points, and we should try to be avoid as a perfectionist. If we are fearing to start any job, go for introspection, whether it is a false fear or genuine fear. Third point we have discussed so far, the wrong field of your interest area, where you don't love your job. So next point we will discuss, fourth point, how we can set our goal, what type our goals should be. So we should select our goal as a SMART goal. So what is a SMART goal? We will understand. So your goal should be a specific, it should be well defined. Otherwise they will just rushing here and there. So your goal should be well defined. That is the specific goal. Second point is measurable. if your target, if your goal, if your assignment have not measuring a scale, then it gives rooms for the procrastination. So you should be very careful how you can measure. So if you have your bigger job, you make some part wise, part 1, part 2, part 3, so that you can measure depending on the size of job. You can measure daily basis, on daily basis or weekly basis. So it will be tangible. Your progress should be tangible. In case of intangible progress, it gives room for procrastination. So first we have discussed the specific goal. Then we have discussed it should be measurable, because if it is not tangible, your progress is not tangible, so it will lead to procrastination. Third point is your goal should be achievable, so that can be achieved. So randomly don't fix your goal. So it should be attainable, achievable, and also it should be realistic. If goal will be realistic, then only it will be achievable. And last point is time bound. This is very important to kill your procrastination behavior. So if you have no time bound, then you are relaxed to complete your assignment, your job, and it is the main reason for the procrastination. Say if you have a 1 day job and you have taken 3 days for that, so people get relaxed. That job can be completed in the 1 day, but you have put there 3 days. So that is very obvious. That is the human tendency. He will take too much time. He will be relaxed. We have the enough time. So your time bound be very important. To set your time as per your size of the job, as per your assignment, and that is very important. Next point, fifth point I will discuss. So what is the, because so far we have discussed 4 points, and in a smart target we have taken 5 keywords. Then our next point, if you are habitual procrastinator, so then you have to change that procrastination. Then because your repeated action, because makes your habit. So this is some people have the personal behavior, because everything they will do for tomorrow. No, not today. So if you are the habitual procrastinator, so you break the chain of procrastination on off. Slowly you will keep it to, you are breaking that habit of procrastination. So you hammer on your procrastination, your delay habit. After 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, slowly it will go, because your habit makes from your repeated action, because you are repeating your procrastination habit. So break there. So it will help in your killing your procrastination habit. So sum up again we will recapitulate what we have discussed. So and with the overcoming practice also. So first we have discussed one should be avoid to becoming a perfectionist. So try to avoid to be a perfectionist. Second point, we have discussed fear of failure, and introspection is required there to analyze where it is a genuine fear or false fear. The third point, we have discussed the wrong field of your interest area, whether you are loving your job or not. That is very much important. Because if you are loving, you will not postpone it, but you will prepone it. So if you are in organization and for your long-term career plan, Of course, you have to shift your jobs if your job is not interesting there. It is not matching with your personality. It is not matching with your core competency. So you switch over to other jobs. Next, fourth point, we discussed about the SMART goal. So your goal should be specific, well defined. It should be measurable. It should be achievable, attainable. It should be realistic, and most important, it should be time bound. And next, fifth point we have discussed so far, you break the chain of habitual procrastination habit, then you can go ahead. Breaking the chain is very important to break your habit, because you are habitual procrastination, either a small job or big job. You go for procrastination. So you have to break that chain, because habit comes from our repeated action. So your repeated action of procrastination make your habits. So break it, break it, break it. And last point, sir, I would like to discuss to all guys here, practice your meditation, because meditation teaches us for our conscious living. Otherwise, we are subconsciously living. We are upset with all our sets. So this is the very important meditation. So I will say you meditate, meditate, meditate for your conscious living. If you are conscious, you will not delay anything. You will do the right things on right time. Yeah. Okay. With this word, I will stop these topics now, and future we will take other interesting topics also. Jai Sachidanand.